Thanks for joining us. It's the busy holiday season, and Carrie Boyle's stopping by. And of course,
Hello.
you have articles in Sacramento Magazine about wine and stuff all the time.
I do. I'm trying to keep track of what's going on in this big, crazy town.
Well, you were telling me, I guess off the air, we'll say off the air,
Yeah.
right before you came on, that there's some new wineries that folks may be just hearing about.
Yeah, there are some wineries that have pressed on even in spite of the circumstances.
Right.
I was just talking yesterday to La Mesa, which
Right.
is in Amador County. They opened up Thanksgiving weekend.
Wow.
Had an amazing first couple weekends, only to be shut down. But they do have a wine club, and they apparently...
La Mesa.
La Mesa.
Okay.
So this winery, 3 sides of the building are floor to ceiling glass.
Oh, wow.
They really wanted this to be an experience, and apparently there's an amazing view. I have not seen the view yet.
Okay.
I am going to go do a drive-by on Saturday
Nice,
to check it
nice.
out.
Nice.
But they purchased this property 10 years ago. It had a Primitivo vineyard on it.
Okay.
They fell in love with the wine that came off of it, and they caught the bug, and the rest is history.
So La Mesa, they're open now, or
They are
shortly?
open. They are open for retail sales.
Okay.
So you can do that. There's no tasting right now,
Right,
as
right,
in the
of
rest of the
course,
county.
right,
But
right.
so they've come on board, and we also have Hilltop Oaks in Loomis.
Okay, Hilltop Oaks.
So this one, you have to. It's not open for tasting either, and I'm not even sure if you can go to the winery to buy the wine. It might be online sales. I'm waiting
Okay.
for a word back from Mark
And the
Davis.
name again?
It is Hilltop Oaks.
Hilltop Oaks in Loomis.
Yeah, you're going to really have to know where it is to get there, but it's on
a secret location.
It is a secret location. So this family, Mark Davis is a contractor. He's designed lots of wineries.
Oh, wow.
So he's very much about the end experience, and
Sure.
his home, which I think his family has owned for something like 60 years.
Wow.
They were formerly cattle ranchers, but
Okay.
now winery and the contracting business. But it sits atop this hill in Loomis. You can see literally everything. Anything you've
Wow.
ever talked about
Right.
in Sacramento, you
Right.
can see it from this vantage point.
Wow.
It is
That's
incredible.
great.
And
That's
you're at
great.
the same level as the vultures and the hawks, and
Oh,
they're just
wow.
like buzzing in front of you. And
How cool.
yeah, and
Yeah.
they're getting fruit from like a Great Bear in Davis, which is doing some really nice stuff.
Wow.
So they're contracting with growers, but they also have some fruit that's coming online for themselves.
Okay.
But I don't remember the varietals right now. But
Okay.
there will be more information about both of those wineries coming up in Sac Mag in the next week and a half or
See,
so.
we're getting it first. We're
Yeah.
getting all the scoop,
The
on,
scoop.
on the wineries, the new wineries. I mean, I think that's exciting. I think we all get excited who love wine
Yep.
when we hear of a new winery opening up, because it's like, oh, what kind of experience are they going to have?
Well, it is, and it's like you think, does California need another winery? But then
Right.
I'm talking to the owner yesterday. His name is Combe of La Mesa, and you can just hear how excited he is to bring this to the neighborhood.
Right.
And they've reimagined it. They reimagine it every time a new winery opens.
Right.
It's so cool, the creativity and the passion, and that's what wine is all about, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's,
From this end
yeah,
of it,
a story in a glass.
to the making of it, right?
Yeah, so I mean, it's always, I think, because we see new wineries and we go, oh, what can they do different that hasn't already been done? And then you're always surprised. It's like, wow, what an
They're doing
experience.
it. And
Yeah.
plus they had their business plan. They have, a long-term vision. They had a plan. They opened, like I said, Thanksgiving weekend. They already had to make adjustments for COVID,
Right,
and now they've had to reimagine it again.
right.
So he said he was kind of grateful because he thinks that the end experience is going to be way better than they had originally
It's
envisioned.
giving them more time to kind of work on
because
things, right?
they've had to really take some time with it. So he says they've come up with this carafe system, and so you get the carafes, and they've got a slider board that has the names of all the wines. So you sit there with your wines in a significant enough amount that it's not just a quick sip and go. You can sit there and enjoy it and compare back and forth and really
Right.
take your time. And this is your
Yeah.
this is your special little moment at the winery.
Right.
So yeah, I'm excited once they
Yeah.
start doing their tasting
Yeah,
experience.
yeah. I mean, it sounds like a couple new wineries there that I think I heard some vague things about, but hadn't heard specifics. So,
Yeah.
you're bringing in the info. I
Woo-hoo.
like it. You're yeah. I see you with a pair of binoculars driving by new wineries.
That's
And
totally
like,
me.
And
I have one of those water. What is that? The water finder, but I have
Right.
a wine finder.
Right, the wine finder,
A
yeah,
stick
yeah.
that draws me to new properties.
they will grow wine here. I just know they will. Yeah.
I
So I
can
mean,
feel it.
that's great. I mean, what is really weird about this time, and you and I think have talked about it before, is as things have kind of stagnated because of COVID, things have evolved, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's kind of really weird that things have evolved in a much quicker pace than they would have if we were just going about our day-to-day lives.
Well, and I think that is, if there is a silver lining of this year, it's forced people out of complacency. So
Right.
you had this idea for 5 years, you were going to really get
Right.
around to do it. Well, you had to do it this year, and
Right.
I think a lot of them are doing it with great success, and they've created new spaces for us to enjoy them.
Right.
A lot of virtual events coming up that they would have
Yeah.
never done before.
Yeah. So hang on just a second. We're going to be right back and tell you about some of the virtual events that your favorite wineries are putting on right now.
Yeah.
I mean, probably today, this week,
I think every
this
day.
weekend, every day, and how that has kind of changed maybe the wine experience.
Yeah.
And so we'll be right back with more of the Rex Show right after this.